That's a real possibility. And November, like, she's saying that she genuinely hadn't thought of that. Like she's slowly nodding her head, thinking about it, piecing together.
It'd make each of us more vulnerable, but I'll weigh it up.
Something I would also
Oh no, yeah.
go ahead.
Well, go ahead.
Something I would also suggest. Obviously, as much as I know him, he knows me and knows that both I know him and don't trust him for good reason. Could be that the distraction he wants is just for us to be paranoid about him and focused on him, maybe less so than the actual wolves themselves.
Yeah, perhaps he's only presenting the illusion of being the third major player in this game.
Well, I don't know that I would go that far, but
Oh, I'm not saying he ain't a power player, just his allegiances may lie towards one party over another rather than just putting himself on top.
Maybe he's just a moron.
I, Nico, you're in a very, very different world. The way you weigh up geniuses and morons is distinctive.
Well, it's pretty easy. Morons are morons, and geniuses are me.
All right, what would you do with him?
What I would do?
He just came to us and all right, imagine. Guy comes to you and says, hey, there's a meeting which might be to your benefit, but you have to meet with a potentially very dangerous person on your lonesome. Do you go along to that meeting?
Oh, no, of course not. I bring Cogsworth. He's not a pet. No. No, that sounds wrong. But by most people's definition, he's the person, so I would be technically alone. What if I send Cogsworth with you?
I think he would take that as me not coming alone.
I don't know. Maybe he's dumb enough to not see how much of a person Cogsworth is, yet you are Cogsworth.
I can see why that you're not a religious sort. You couldn't even understand the spirit of the question.
that's good. November does also say, well, he knows winds, so bringing Aquilo definitely wouldn't fly.
Yeah, that's good one.
Fly.
Yeah.
He's got the mole.
That's a point being, too. November does sort of, So I suppose I should probably clarify for the sake. If you see that mole, that is effectively wind. Anything it can see, or more importantly, rather, anything it can hear or feel, wind knows.
So why don't we just take care of them all?
And November sort of hesitates, and then like this is what she's clearly weighing over whether she should say what she's about to say, and then decides it's necessary. Look, Win and that mole. Does the mole have a name?
Hans.
Fantasy name generator. Emily, help us.
Hans. The mole's name is Hans.
Hans? I kind of like Hans.
It's Hans Mole, man.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. No.
It's Hans now.
Absolutely not.
You liked it at first.
I did, but then no, that's not. So it has an association.
Mole getting hit by football.
Win getting hit by football.
Lydian hiring like Steven Spielberg, non-union Terrebonne director.
Get me his Terrebonian equivalent.
Oh, its name is Jude. His name is Jude.
Hey, Jude.
Yeah.
Okay. So that mole, Jude, is its name. It's not Win's pet. It's not a trained companion. They are the same being. Their souls have been bound into one soul. If you kill the mole, you kill Win.
Oh, you could have said you killed the man. The mole man.
That's better. No, honestly, that line goes harder. You kill the mole, you kill the man, and vice
No.
versa.
Sorry, because I'm still thinking
Everyone
of
wants to
Hans
kill the.
moments. A lot of gravitas is taken out.
And then November, but yeah, she sort of scratches Aquilo's neck. It's the same for me and Aquilo. You kill Aquilo, you kill me.
Are you
Oh.
are
That's
you
the price
two
of our bond.
are you two on the same side? I realize that seems a stupid question, but
Aquilo and I?
no, you and Win. You know
Who
you're.
could say what side? I've
I'm,
never known what side wins on.
but you come from the same place. I'm correct in assuming.
Well,
We were in
you
the
know
same
that
unit.
Larimer,
Yeah.
you know Larimer is her where she the army
Yes.
he was in. Yeah,
Well, I'm asking if they're.
she did
I'm
tell
kind
you
of
that.
implicitly asking, are you from the same military? Because there's a lot of shared qualities here.
We're in the same unit.
If
Wait.
forgive my asking, and I'm guessing this is all very hush hush, but you've decided I'm your commander, and I frankly have no interest of. As long as you're helping me, I'm glad to help you on this. But if you're of the same unit, then why the competition?
We are not supposed to be in contact right now. We have two standing orders. One of them is to scatter and separate, and the other is to survive. Wynne seems to delight in flaunting the first of those two orders.
If he's flaunting orders, what's to say he hasn't gone AWOL and more extreme measures may be required to keep the guys up?
Well, that's the dilemma. And I'll say this much. You're wondering about his loyalties between the wolves or to you. Maybe he is favoring the wolves more. Is there something above survival? I can tell you this. No matter what's going on, I promise you, the wolves are small potatoes to win right now. This could be as little as a distraction. At best, it's a disposable plan towards whatever ends he's cooking up, but whatever happens here in Yuma, the gods could walk the earth here. It's not a big concern to win.
Well, I don't know what your grand designs are, and if you know what they are, I doubt you'd tell me, and I'm not going to hold that against you. I was keeping my own secrets until very recently, and I still have a few up my sleeve. In the meanwhile, we've got more immediate concerns. Got a couple days till the wolves turn up, and I do not know their intent. I'm gonna.
November does. Oh, I was gonna say she does sort of like say grand design. She shakes her head when Lydian's like grand designs, and she says, "I need you to believe me. I don't have any grand designs. I don't have any plan. I've never been that type of soldier. Right now, I have two priorities. All I'm trying to do is survive. And to survive, I need to function. I need orders, and that's why I'm here. A gun that's not used and maintained goes rusty and becomes inoperable. I need to function. I need to operate to fulfill my orders of surviving. That's why I'm here, and that's the extent of any plans or vision or goals I have."
Well, I
Jeez,
do,
you
I
could
do,
think.
I do believe you see it that way. But let me just tell you, even if you don't know what your grand designs are, doesn't mean someone else hasn't decided them for you.
November nods at that.
Jeez, this is a bit dark.
It's a complicated world out there, Nico. More complicated than your science, I can tell you that much.
So true.
I doubt your complicated world is nearly as complicated. Look at this. Nico just holds out like a mathematical formula. Do you understand this?
I do. I do understand it.
All right. What is it for?
Nerds.
Damn.
Party PvP, party PvP.
He fires the ice gun at
Yeah.
Lydian.
Yeah, just shut up.
This entire time, Cherry's just been like, damaging the stitching in all of Jean's pants so they'll all rip whenever he bends over.
Jesus Christ, Jerry, what the fuck's your problem?
Cherry's just decided that in this grand conspiracy, it's not actually about the fate of the city. It's this Gene guy really fucking has it coming to him for thinking he can get involved.
He has already realized that however this ends, whatever the version of it, Jean is going to come up as an unlikable, obnoxious, but also bumbling and somewhat comedic villain, as a boob, a real rube in this story, and he needs to get his comeuppance in the end.
Fucking Cherry on the last day, assuming Jean survives, very unlikely. It just goes to fucking Lydian and is like, Lydian, do you know where I can get landmines? I just need some landmines. Just fucking planting bombs around Jean's house. Like, no, you do not get to come out of this alive.
Nico dearie, can I borrow your little ice ray?
Just dropped an anvil on his head.
Fucking Looney Tunes.
Luckily, he was carrying an umbrella. Fuck, what's that from?
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Oh no, what I was thinking of is from The Simpsons.
Oh.
In the Itchy and Scratchy episode with the guy who invented, he was talking about Roger Myers Sr. stole Scratchy and then his goons dropped an anvil on him. Luckily, I had my umbrella at the time.
All right.
I'm gonna. Oh, sorry. Go on, Neo. Sorry.
Yeah, Lydia, what is your choice?
So,
what are you gonna do?
First, I'm gonna cast questing. I'm meeting at what time is it?
Well, we'll say it's like it's getting into the evening. Later.
But then, how long would the soup kitchens be open for?
Well, it's about to be after hours. He wants it to be after hours in the soup kitchen.
Okay, that gives me
hunger.
But
so you've got like a couple hours.
Yes, but Lydian wants to get there early, so there's still soup. No, boys, you don't have to throw that out tonight. I'll, in my generosity as champion, clean these pots and pans for you. And then just like Zoidberg noises.
Free food. So much food, but I don't have any money.
All right.
The wolf guy shows up, like, right before closing and like, haha, I will have, food out for him to share, knowing his fat ass he won't decline, and then I'll poison it. And he gets in and just like the employees going, that was our food for the month, it's all gone!
Oh, delicious. Do you have some more? I would like seconds.
Lydian, they do actually manage to poison it. Lydian falls over dead, and he's hailed as such a hero and champion for saving all those people from poison.
Lydian gets poisoned but doesn't realize it because in his all-consuming hunger and just eating everything he can get his hands on, accidentally like ingests all the ingredients of the antidote as well.
Just synthesizing in his gut to save it.
My word, Lydian, I believe your stomach is the answer to all the chemical questions.
I've often believed that.
Lydian's liver alone weighs 50 pounds. You think the poison for one man would be enough for him?
I was
How
microdosing.
much does the average human liver weigh?
I have never, ever Googled that.
How much does an elven
A lot
liver?
less than 50.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Lydia, what's your whole thing?
What's my point? So, I was going to cast questing, and the objective I was going to ask, and you can yay or nay me, and if you name me, can I maybe swap out my spells, because this might be a bit of a,
Uh,
it might be a bit metagamey to ask, but I think it's within Lydian's purview. He's basically beseeching fucking Midas for like, hey, how the fuck am I going to do this? My objective is to find a bloodless means of navigating this. A bloodless means where the wolves leave happy and we don't have to spill any more blood than we have to on this one to,
right,
get through the fake slash unfake prophecy.
right.
Like, I'm basically saying, I'm beseeching God for like, what's the fucking thin, narrow, bloodless path through this?
God, I'm fucked.
God, I cannot afford for this to come to blows. Frankly, we know there is more money in. Actually, there might not be more money in this being bloodless, but let's keep it that way, eh?
I'll give it a shot.
Wait, sorry, I just thought of a gag. Um, like after when it's like, all right, fine, we'll leave, like, and the party asks, what's Cherry been doing all of this? Meanwhile, cut to Whittian, like, opening the door just like Cherry's in bed. Sorry about that, I'm back. Let's get back to it.
I would say yeah, we can roll for that.
Okay, let's roll some wisdom. God has not betrayed me on this one.
Okay.
Yeah. I am not going to empower. I'm not going to empower this. I'm just going to take that.
Yeah.
I've drawn enough attention.
So, the best, the way, to get through this bloodlessly with the wolves, you definitely want to talk to someone who can talk to the dead mother, and you'd want to, because ultimately, it seems that from the divine influence you have, the two divine influences you have, looking into this, you're seeing that the dead mother really wants to kill this untouched. And well, to a good way to accomplish this as bloodlessly as possible, you would need to help them kill this untouched.
That's as bloodless as it gets, is this one guy dying as opposed to a lot of guys dying.
Yeah.
Lydian is
Issue is
going
he-
to inadvertently become the new Sun Touched.
God, I hope not. Okay, so
And
that's
then-
so. Hey, the needs of the many, basically.
Yeah, and then after killing this untouched, you would need to basically negotiate the terms of how of how they can continue to exist on the outskirts while not fully invading Yuma
That's okay.
and
That's
allowing Yuma to return to stability.
that is a very tricky ask.
Fuck, you know what you should have done?
Mm.
You should have asked the way to solve this, and the only blood loss being fuck. Now I
Gene.
forgot the guy who Gene, with the only blood loss being Gene instead.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm not quite as vindictive as you and M. As much as I don't like Gene, and I don't, he's useful.
I mean,
He can be useful.
listen. If it's not someone deserves to die, it's Gene.
Not as long as he can, serve his purpose and be in his proper place.
Gene is the type of guy that even Dwight would beat up.
That I agree with. And maybe one day he will. But for now, we came into this town thanks to Eva, but
He almost makes O'Malley look reasonable.
that is not true. That is a stretch. You're pushing it at this point. We both know that's
Okay.
fibs.
Okay, M. Ghidra Who would you prefer, Jean or O'Malley? Who's morally better?
Dean,
Dean,
not
yeah.
even close. Yeah. To sum it up in two
O'Malley wouldn't have
requirements.
bothered sticking Eva in a hole, would have been like, milkshake, eat her, then turn into her and have sex with me.
you, you'll remember this.
So to sum up the requirements, it's talk to the dead mother, kill the sun touched, and negotiate them to be to have some impunity around the city.
So requirements. Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm. You can choose one of those requirements, and Jim will tell you an easier and possible way to achieve it. Okay. The first one, that's easy. We can go and do that. It won't be easiest. That's just
Yeah.
we know. I've got
It's
a fucking
straightforward.
yeah. I've got a psychic link to her location as well. That's a journey.
And
That's
a
a trip.
meeting arranged with one of her second in commands.
Apparently, that might
Yeah.
Killing the sun touched, very difficult. Negotiating impunity thereafter seems fucking extremely difficult. Like, hey, kill their religious figure and then. So I guess. Would you guys agree asking the negotiating impunity? What do you guys think between
Well,
killing?
here's my question. The GM will tell you an easier and possible way to achieve it. So, like,
I'm presuming that means
with
I can ask one of these objectives and I'll be given a
An easier objective. Yeah, that's how I see it.
okay, right. Okay, cool. I would say killing the sun touched. Because if we
Yeah.
have an easier, if we have an alternative to that, that's easier. Then like that in turn makes negotiate impunity also a lot easier.
True.
Yeah.
I don't want to undercut myself because it would make it a lot easier, but the way I read it, and we can agree, you can disagree with me, and I'll back down quite easily. But you can choose one of these requirements. The gym will tell you an easier and possible way to achieve it. I don't think that's a changed objective. I think that's an outline to
The
achieving it.
fact that it says easier instead of easy is why I think it implies that. If it said an easy or, like a possible way to, like if it was just giving you a simple path to achieving it, I don't think it would be phrased like that.
Yeah, it's
Um,
it's more like you're getting an alternative like route that
yeah.
fulfills a similar
How you
thing.
can accomplish the same thing that would accomplish is, I think, the wording on this.
Yeah.
Though I
Okay.
agree it's
Yeah.
ambiguous.
Yeah.
Even so, though, I will also say I still think even if it's just telling you an easier and possible way to kill the sun touched, yeah, I don't know how the fuck we're gonna kill the sun touched. That seems the most difficult of.
It's the
That
most.
seems-
It's the most difficult thing in terms of physical difficulty. Politically, socially, negotiating impunity after killing a major religious figure strikes me as the
Well, who's
way.
to say the wolves kill the sun touched? Like we could frame it up. Like any entity, we could make the
Wait.
wolves look like. Here's the thing. Maybe we're still killing the sun touched. I don't want to go down that route ideally, but like we make it seem like someone else other than the wolves try and protect the sun touched, and
What
fail,
the?
but they made effort to do so. We
That's
could
a good
set
shout.
it up like we could do Ariana and Vigor and Zebedee, do that whole chestnut, create a whole new Sylvana, of like,
No, no, no. I know what we do. I know what we do.
Okay.
oh no.
We get Jean to do it.
Mm, mm.
Oh god.
Now you're
What,
cooking with
Dean to
gas, sweet.
kill the
Now
sun
you're
touch?
cooking with gas.
Fucking Mr. Bean taking out fucking Kratos here. What the fuck?
Well,
You?
because the Sun Touched is nominally, on the same side connected with Jean, and we could convince Jean that no, the Sun Touched is a rival to you, etc., etc. To your power. If you want to survive, the Sun Touched can't be around. You can get close to, you created the Sun Touched. You can uncreate the Sun Touched.
Listen, Gene. Listen to Gene. He is after your share. The
And
one
then
thing
what
you.
Gene doesn't realize is we reveal this and, to the people and put on like a show trial, have Gene executed, and the wolves like valiantly, like Gene was also trying to like control the wolves, and they are working with us to. Gene was the evil of all along. I'm still saying I would like an alternative to killing the Sun
Yeah,
Touched,
all right.
but
Let's go with killing the sun touched. Yeah, we'll go.
Okay.
I'll pick kill sun touched.
All right. So, an easier possible way to achieve the same outcome as cutting the sun touch would achieve would be to convince the dead mother and the wolves that it's rather than killing this untouched. If you were to set up a vanquishing of you as a champion, straight up banishing them, the evil from Yuma, and the sun touch did nothing, that would like permanently mar and humiliate this untouched and make its standing as the major prophet religious voice of the sun just like not tenable anymore. It would People would lose faith in it, and that would be even worse than death.
I like it. I like it a lot.
yeah. Honestly, low key, I've kind of gotten attached to the make Gene the ultimate patsy and killing the Sun Touched, but this probably makes a lot more sense for everyone. But
We
I
can still.
do like the idea of doing that to Gene.
We
Okay.
can still get him. Have him.
So-
I want to do a Death of Stalin to Gene. I want to have him dragged out, read all his crimes to him. Have him shot and burned. It would be great.
So just run that by me a second time. So that's like Lydian be the one to banish the wolves and
The wolves or the evil that they have constructed to banish it from Yuma, save Yuma, and while this untouched did nothing, and that would diminish this untouched people's faith in this untouched and like humiliate him forever. Maybe even make a point of humiliating this untouched by having the untouched like try like seeing this if this untouched can try and do battle, but then knock down, and then you step in.
that guy is
Wait.
in communion for however long.
I have a great idea. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, hear me out. I've synthesized these ideas into one. Because, yeah, like we said of the evil thing and the thing, we can still do the fucking over Gene plan. Because, hear me out, though. The Sun Touched is disgraced. We can even make it seem like, this was part of, like, Gene's plan. The Sun Touch was overly loyal and in the sway of Gene, and Gene was this corrupting problem. And we basically connect Gene to this whatever nebulous evil. Gene was trying to make a power play. He got Ava out of the way, stranded in some hole until the fates intervened to bring her here. He had the Sun Touched just pathetically, under his control in communion, doing nothing while the city suffered. And while he was also working on controlling the tidal desert, and the wolves also fighting against that outside the city. And so then now we have Gene like executed or whatever. Now the Sun Touched is disgraced. He's just was like has so little free will, basically a puppet of Gene. And this leaves Ava as the sole figure with like people like her and her authority. And it's like, so now we can install Ava, who's the most impressionable of the leaders.
This is another Lilia, and also what? I got another idea.
Yeah, we're making her the Lilia of Yuma.
I've got another idea as part of this plan. We sneak into the country club that he frequents, and then we put some talcum powder in his locker, and when he opens it,
Yes. Oh, why isn't Felina here? She'd be so good at this.
you're just fucking with Howard at the moment. This is just...
I really am Kim Wexler moding right now.
I like to think that Gene is sitting there in his room thinking, "Yeah, I'm gonna outsmart them all. I'm gonna outplay them."
What if Gene does end up outplaying all of us? What if we have to leave Yuma disgraced, tail between our legs? Ava hates us. The wolves get nuked by the Sun Touch, and Gene is just master planned. He won it all.
At least you can live with the knowledge that Nico fucked up his toilet.
Oh, I'm feeling this. We're onto something.
Gene just having one just sits on his toilet, hits the flush, and the suction is so great it just pulls his. Oh no.
Ah!
No, it's like fucking. He is the Carl. Just he becomes this head.
Oh no.
They have to build him a body out of eyeballs.
So is that the direction you're going? You're going. Is that your plan, Lydia?
I don't know if I'm going in the entire direction of what M said, but I at least think that we're going to meet. We're going to talk to the Den Mother at least. And you know what? So yeah, do I have some time to recommune?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
I'm going to use the bathroom while you're recommuning.
Okay.
We're just gonna play right into Wynn's hands, I suppose. But I'm just double checking.
Mhm.
I'm just double checking my spell list. Perfect. That is exactly the spell I need. I'm just gonna. I feel bad. These spells are way too good at just telling me, hey, here's exactly what you need to do to solve the situation. This is why I don't like using them, because as stupid as I am, I don't just like rolling a thing just, hey, perfect solution button. Fucking tell me.
You do like making things difficult for yourself.
Yeah, there's a problem because I'm not smart enough to then fucking resolve it. But okay, yeah. So I go and quickly recommune before deciding whether or not I'm heading to this dang soup kitchen.
As if Lydia needs to debate that.
Yeah, I dress up in some rags first, so they'll serve me.
Nico, put on these poor clothes and act like an orphan.
Actually, your clothes are already pretty ratty. We need to get you something.
This is my science cloak.
Do I take 2 spells that will help me detect falsehoods, or do I take something that will protect me if things go wrong? Let's leave some mystery. So this is Lydian's Breaking Bad arc where he starts actually using the powers of his god to fuck things up. I'm gonna go and grab a drink real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, and have a quick wee.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck, we've been at it for a long time.
Yeah, about 4 hours.
And just 4 hours before that, just sitting around.
Yeah. So 8 hours in call in total.
Yeah. Oh, fuck my neck.
I am back.
Hello. Snake's going to getting a drink.
So it decided then we're getting Gene killed.
Yes.
In a way, I think it's funnier if he doesn't die.
He
See-
needs comeuppance.
See, you thought the Custer arc was filled with political intrigue. The
No,
Yuma
that was-
arc.
Yeah.
The Yuma
No, I
arc
feel
has been
the
full
Yuma
political
arc.
intrigue.
I will say I've been loving this session. I feel like stuff's been really coming together on the Yuma arc.
Mhm.
I feel like we had a bit of a road bump with the wedding namely, our sessions just kept ending, and so that the wedding was our fucking Namek. You know, just
Yeah.
it was what,
I
like
just
4
search.
sessions of prep for the wedding for something that lasted like 15 minutes. Where we barely rolled, we barely did anything at the wedding. I don't think we really affected it much one way or the other after like multiple sessions of build up
Yeah.
to just like getting ready for the wedding.
Yeah, Yuma arc has definitely been our most political intrigue arc in any party, I think.
The closest is probably like Terrebone mob politics. We
Yeah,
did stage a coup
yeah,
and then install a mayor. But yeah, this is more Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy.
yeah.
True. I know how this plan has to end. A reorganization. The prophecy will be complete, and in a new Yuma, there was problems with Jean, the seer, like, you know, the institutions the town created, you know, all this problems with great evil coming. The new Yuma will be, we need to have democracy. We need to elect a mayor of Yuma, to which Eva will obviously be elected.
I don't
We're
know
gonna
why I'm.
slowly, one party at a time, install mayors in all the city-states of Hemlock.
Doing
I'm
presidential.
picturing the fucking scene from Better Call Saul, but it's just like, you know, when he's trying to throw Saul Goodman out of the country club, and he's like, "Oh, it's because I'm Jewish," but it's just a leading going, "It's because I'm an elf, ain't it?"
Cherry's actually Jewish.
Oh my god.
Damn, that's true.
Yeah,
Problem is, you can't do the last name bit, but then it's like elves aren't meant to have last names. Lydian's the fucking.
true. Cherry doesn't have one either.
Lydian is more human than elf.
Nico says,
Would he
calling
be?
him one of the good ones.
No, you're terrible. you you have money.
Who is the best elf we've met?
Davros.
I
Which
think
one's?
it's Corum.
Oh yeah, Corum.
Yeah. Trying to think, which else have we met? We have Davros is like one of the worst.
Wow. Wow.
Damn.
Davros, half Felina, technically. Sylvana, Corum, Ninlin. There was like the old man village elder in Zebedee. He was nice. Oh, the nutcut guy.
He's dead, isn't he?
He's dead, yeah. Well, he got sacrificed
Yeah.
to a dragon.
I forget exactly. Did he die by like just having molten gold poured onto him,
He
or
was
am I
carried
mixing
off.
up with?
He
Okay.
was carried off by the dragon.
I like to imagine he's not dead. He's actually now like ruler of a whole kingdom or something. The dragon appointed him Dragon King or whatever.
Yeah, not cook.
What other notable elves have we had?
Sylvana.
Yeah, I said her.
Oh, freaking, both Perot's.
Oh yeah, I forgot they were
Chief
elves.
Perot's from Terrebonne.
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh,
Chief
only.
forget
Perot
it.
and Chief Perot the second.
Should I
The
say?
royal family of Terrebonne. What are they?
Human.
Are they human?
Yeah.
Rat
Because
folk.
we met the fake royal guy, who I believe was human, but at the same time, I 100% believe Felina just like would not off the top of her head have even known what species the royal family were,
Yeah.
and would have just accepted, sure, I guess they're human.
Well, okay. So you got your spells.
Yeah. So when it's like after hours at that soup kitchen, yeah, I'm going to cast divination before I head over there.
All right.
Oh,
Real quick, so
well,
with what we talked about with, Win, and like, I mean, so what do you have like the rest of us doing? The three of us and the Star Guard.
I basically tell November to like act freely, like follow her gut. I don't give her any direct commands, essentially.
No, she's just gonna stand there, isn't
I
she?
tell she's the scout. This is a situation where he might be dividing our forces. He might be playing that way. And if that's the case, then we need to be positioned in such a way where if that is what he's doing, then we're in the best place to negate anything
Yeah.
he might try and do. So, that's kind of my directive. But I tell
Yeah.
otherwise to act freely, follow her instincts.
You're
Do
gonna cast.
you... Let me just ask then. My instinct is to be at least close by at hand that I could jump in for you. But do you think that's too much of a risk, that could jeopardize your operation? Do you want me to stay clear and do something else?
He's telling me to come alone on what's presumably a social meeting. If it's not a social meeting, then I've been played, and I think at that point, coming alone is no longer something I need to respect.
So are you okay with me being in the area?
I'm okay with you being in the area.
Understood.
Lydian,
That said, yes, Nico?
I just wanted to say, since you're probably walking into a trap, I want you to have to. I'm going to lend you this, handing you the the cryo amplification cannon.
That is very considerate of you, Nico. Thank you. I do appreciate it. He says, like, tucking it into his breast pocket.
Yes, and besides, I do need a layman to test it out.
I see.
How many
Nico.
times have you tested the cryogenic cannon?
Yeah,
At
how
this
much
point?
how much fucking field testing does this thing need?
Yep, it freezes things. All right.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
oh no, but like Nico realized, that Nico is just doesn't want to say, they care, but also, they need like a fat clumsy man testing it.
That exact demographic. let's see how
Are you
this.
a fat fuck?
Are you a fat clumsy fuck? Have my ice gun.
you know, we basically cover all the major demographics.
Fucking,
The like military gun nut,
yeah.
the blind women, the
Fucking
fat fuck.
the guys working at like Colt in R&D going, how's this gun gonna fly with the fat clumsy fuck market?
I mean, frankly, that's actually probably a very real
That is true,
consideration
yeah.
for American gun manufacturers.
You know what?
That's
Yeah.
kind of one of their main demos.
Probably. You know
Yeah,
what?
so
Yeah,
no.
yeah. Fucking fair point. Can't fucking argue.
So anyway, Nico
Yes.
is lending that. Also so Lydian can defend himself just in case. It's a bit inconspicuous.
Anyway,
Okay.
Nico, what I need you to do this evening, keep an eye on Jean, keep an eye on Eva, especially Eva. Jean, if he goes into the wind, whatever, but Eva's important. Cherry as well.
Can I do anything to stop him?
Stop Jean or stop who I'm meeting
Jean.
with? Don't.
No, Jean.
Don't. No, don't. I mean, what is he? He can only operate because of us. Stopping him means stopping us. Ergo, don't stop him. Unless he tries to go his own way, in which case, use your best judgment. Actually, use what you imagine Cherry's best judgment is.
Huh.
Nico seeing Jean do something unfamiliar. Well, I guess it's what Cherry would do. Starts to strip. Jean saw.
Oh, on that note,
Wait.
should we tell Cherry about this clandestine meeting?
I can tell her.
All right, make sure she's
Yeah.
informed that I'm doing something incredibly stupid. She'll get a kick out of it. I say this before I've even fucking cast divination to decide if I'm going. By the way,
Okay.
Cast
so
divination. Actually, no. Yeah, Nico, stop harassing the stargazers.
so name a person, place, or thing you want to learn about. Your devotion grants you visions of the target as clear as if you were there.
Okay.
Essentially, the room we're meeting in. That's essentially. I'm casting divination on the. It's gonna be like empty at this point, isn't it? Like this is kind of like around the meeting time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm kind of waiting for. Oh, we'll meet there after it's shuttered. So when it's shuttered, I'm gonna cast divination on the place and yeah, get a little preview as to whether he has come alone and what does it look like I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
So should I
All right.
cast?
Yeah.
Cool. I am going to I'm gonna cast spells revoked.
Okay.
Yeah. I
So,
lose that.
you see a vision, you see a man there, uh, looks like he's like, he looks like he's got an eye patch on, he's got a, he's got, like a bag with him, that's like slung over his back, and he's just sort of hanging out in the soup kitchen room, that room, sort of like antsy, like, tapping his fingers, looking like sort of like just sort of sighing to himself and just sort of like looking like he's just like kind of praying almost. Someone comes.
Okay. Hmm. Can I cast discern realities while looking through this, or is that about the best I'm gonna get?
That's the best you're gonna get.
Okay, cool. Ah, but yeah, him looking nervous, looking antsy. That I think does tip Lydian into either thinking, okay, this guy's probably not going to kill me. Whether Win is setting us up and getting us both to be somewhere else while he's acting, that's still a possibility. But Lydian decides to accept that if that's part of the trap, he'll spring that part. He's going to trust that. He's going to trust that November we can pick up the pieces if he's
Right.
moving somewhere else.
You mentioned he has an eye patch. Does this guy also look like Big Boss?
Sure.
Does just every mob boss in Hemlock have one? A
Sure.
second in command who looks like Big Boss?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's actually Racket's twin brother. It's not going to come up, but just fun trivia. They one went north, one went south.
Each will conquer their own area.
I'm trying to think of every Hemlock character that has worn an eye patch. There's this guy. November wears one. Azora had
O'Malley.
one. O'Malley had one. Ariana has two people who work for her with one. Racket and her secretary both wear an eye patch.
Wow.
Cherry
Okay.
wears a blindfold. That's kind of like two eye patches.
Yeah. So you're heading to the meeting then?
Yeah, I will.
All right. So do you want to do that now, or do you want to do it in next session, maybe?
I'm fine doing that next session. I've
Yeah.
yeah, I've taken a lot of
Yeah, it's
attention.
been like an hour. It's been like 4 hours, like 20 minutes, roundabout.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we do the next session.
I have a bit of business to take care of before we break then.
Okay.
I will say, so Cherry, we haven't seen hide nor hair of her in a hot minute. I actually do know what she's been doing now. I've decided. She
What?
has been out like on the streets mostly, performing, singing songs, but in particular, like a lot of the songs she's just been playing in general have been sort of, like a heroic, probably a lot of them like not necessarily in common, but like in priestly language or stuff like that, songs of like, champion, mystical, holy power, that sort of
Uh
thing.
huh.
Getting people, trying to get people roused up, more feeling the champion. And also, particularly if people ask her, like, they've seen her interact with Lydian, and she's been like, yes, I came to the city with him. We found, we rescued Ava together. Um, I met him a few weeks before, and I've seen him perform, very impressive things. And is telling already like more colorful, heroic looking, or just more inspiring or confidence building songs, her early workshop versions of some of the tales she's been spinning about
Okay.
Lydian and her
All
time with
right.
him.
Cool.
And that's what she's been doing when November finds her. Um, so November uh is going to, first of all, just explain what Lydian's meeting. They encountered Wynn, and set up this thing with the meeting. Uh, it may be a trap, but more importantly, and I'll shift into in character now. This is how Wynn operates, or how he operated a lot of the time. Give a piece of information, often real information, something you can't ignore, but then he knows you're focused on that, and so he's free to take care of whatever else. He directs your attention where he wants your attention to be. Um, and Nova and Cherry's kind of nodding, like, makes sense. Classic strategy. Which November doesn't particularly like. Even just that kind of annoys her. But then, look, if you're good for anything, you're like him, and you know how someone like him thinks. I'm going to make
Mhm.
myself available if this meeting Lydian's doing doesn't go as planned, and I can get there quickly. We need you to, I don't know, put your feelers out, ear to the ground, whatever it is you do. You know how when people like Wynn think, you can get in his head. I don't know, whatever the hell he's doing. You'd probably have a better idea than any of us, and see if you can find him or tail him or figure it out, or just whatever it is you espionage manipulation people do. Can you handle that? And Cherry just sort of, grins at her and just says gladly, and much to November's annoyance, reaches down and sort of tussles her hair. Think nothing of it. Good luck at your meeting tonight.
Is Cherry becoming
And
worse?
well,
Slightly.
She's getting she's getting way more cocky about this. Or maybe she just
It's
enjoys.
everything is going to her. All of finally going according to her kaikaku. She's reveling in it. But yeah, in response to have fun at the meeting or good luck at the meeting, November just says, if we have good luck, I won't be at the meeting. If I'm at the meeting, luck's already been bad. If only Cherry could pass on her good luck to other people.
Alas.
Did I roll anything as Cherry this session, or has it all been November?
I think it's all been November.
I did roll. I rolled one charisma roll right at the start.
yay.
Lydian did so much fucking rolling today.
Yeah. All right. So, bonds? Any bonds
Oh god.
update?
Let's see. I surely I've created. There's been something with Lydian and Cherry.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think which bond to update because neither of them cleanly update. Ah, God.
They have no.
Oh, but did that? Okay, yes, this is materially advanced, even if the specific didn't get addressed. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so, previous bond. I've certainly confirmed that Lydian worships an obscure god, and an outcast god at that. It's only a shame Ava had to find out about that. I'll pry further and have to learn more on my own to see what he still chooses to hide. That has been updated to...
I've made a fucking wordy
Oh,
one.
fuck, I should have said that as Cherry, but whatever. Lydian worships an obscure dying god and clearly wants to keep it private. I've somewhat forced his hand and directed a lot of power his way that he could use towards that end. Let's see if he uses it.
Yeah. Alrighty. Cool. Any other bots?
Probably.
I do have one with Cherry.
Okay. Let's
Yeah.
hear it.
So this used to be Cherry's choice of November and volunteering to save the people in the hole begged the question: does she consider herself the protagonist of her story or a side character in some grand scheme? That was updated, and I might have to make this more actionable, but I think the action is implicit in it. Has changed to Cherry fancies herself a bystander of history. She is not. She drives it from the sidelines. I'm not sure if it's a good thing to be in history's fickle gaze if she's the one conducting it. She will act towards ends I can never fully understand.
Oh no. He's becoming the O'Malley of the party.
Interesting.
Who is the O'Malley of the party? Is it Lydian or
It's Cherry.
Cherry?
Cherry.
Wow.
Cherry.
Wow.
You're like,
I feel like it's Lydian.
Well,
No.
we share more superficial similarities.
you're the O'Malley in the case of like you're kind of working against the party, or like you're not completely with the party, if you get what I mean.
The only reason Lydian isn't is because he's the de jure boss of the party. You can't work
Exactly.
against the party when you're technically the boss. It's, you know.
Exactly. Lydian
Self-defeating.
isn't.
Does Lydian have Cherry, November, or Nico's best interests at heart? I would argue he does not.
I think he likes all of you and wants you to do
He
well in
likes
your
them,
respect.
sure, but
He wants them to do well in their respective roles. He just doesn't want them to get in the way of his. I think that's quite fair.
Yeah. So what's Cherry's other bot?
okay. 1 second, I'm writing it now.
I want to update a Nico bond, but I don't know that there was. It feels like we had a good talk, but also it was about nothing.
Yeah, no, like we had like fun character interaction,
Yeah.
but not like
Nothing really like dramatic character advancing. Just
yeah, no.
I got some insight into how his brain works, but not much more than that. Was it a real conversation we had that Nico was like, "Oh, I don't care if Jean dies"? I watched Nico having not stepped in, just walking up to Lydian and saying, "I watched Jean die."
Don't-
I have not acted on the time of prophecy for Cherry's child draws close in so long. That prophecy has
Yeah.
probably come and gone.
Okay. Here's my second one. I'm not 100% happy on the wording, but it's good enough. Previously, Lydian's hand was forced rather quickly. He hesitated to allow November, blah, 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 kill several people, life or death, and he saw handiwork up close. Will this shake him, or can he take the blood in stride? Lydian has become the champion of Yuma, a role he does not seem the obvious fit for. His mind immediately seems to be turning to war. I think he has it in him to conquer this situation by whatever means necessary, but I do have some fear that perhaps I found boots too big for him to fill.
Why does everyone assume he wants war? He doesn't want
He's the
war.
one. He started building up like, oh yeah, we need to get,
That's literally for the opposite intent. He is being genuine. He says he's building an army to avoid war. That's the point.
He's
So not,
also a mega capitalist and stuff like that, you know.
But he's the me. No, my point isn't that when I say his thoughts are turning to war, it's not that, oh yes, I must wage war, but he is immediately, that's what's on his mind. That's what he fears.
I think to
It's
follow it
oh,
up with, I think he has it in him to conquer the situation. You can see how the language might lead me to think.
yes,
Yeah.
but again, conquer, that is more, Cherry has emphasized a lot. This is not, Lydian as champion is not about some like great battle. It is about Lydian skills, economics, management. He can, economically conquer the situation. He can, manipulate things that he holds the cards.
It's just I'm thinking about something really
Outmaneuver
funny
them.
because it is absolutely correct. Perhaps I found boots too big for him to fill. I think you knew those boots were way too big going in. Do you remember in Party 1 when Thistlewick was like, oh, I'm gonna duel everyone important, and then fucking wussed out of fighting the Sun Touched?
Yeah.
Yeah, now Lydian is in a position where if the Sun Touch decides, fuck it, it's on, Lydian can't do shit about that, frankly. You know what? If that happens, I think it will be a really funny scene because it's gonna turn into fucking ambulance. It's gonna be fucking Lydian just driving a car out of city while the Sun Touch flies around firing beams at him while he's just desperately trying to get out.
I could have updated November's bonds with Cherry if Cherry had fucking been there when that was all happening, but
It's a shame you're not in
Fortunately,
control of where your characters are. Sorry.
and
That's just
Cherry
really
had
funny.
no reason to
I
not
know.
be there too. Like, I absolutely could have just been like, oh yeah, Cherry also comes running when she hears the gunshots with her super hearing. She would have been pretty useful at finding a mole under the ground. And yet, I was just like, Cherry's talked a lot this session. We can leave her out.
Nico have any bonds?
No, I would say like Nico
Yeah.
has really.
Okay. Lydian have any other bonds?
I'm writing one for November, and I'm
Okay.
it's way too fucking wordy again.
He should get not the guy should get a bond with the sheriff. Dean. But we really bullied him this whole game.
Can't believe you just dressed him down like that.
He's probably
I'm amazed by the amount of Gene hate. It's incredible.
you know what he's doing? He's probably sitting in alone in his bedroom because they have to separate them. They have to have different bedrooms now just in case of urges. He's just crying, sitting on his bed crying.
All right, this is all right.
Okay.
Oh, have you got one, Em?
Oh no, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So, November Bond. November is unassuming, but she's clearly talented in a lot of areas I couldn't have guessed. Just what was she doing in the army, and why would they let someone like that loose? Well, they didn't let her loose exactly, but this is updated to November seems to have no will. She's biding her time until one is given to her. Her orders have left her in an untenable situation, unable to break the rules while her comrade flaunts them. Is their distrust genuine, an act to confuse all of us? Or if push comes to shove and it needs to be done, can I make Wynn's demise suit both of our ends?
Whoa.
Ooh.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Uh,
So anyway, I sadly cannot update a Nico one.
okay.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Does November have any bonds?
Yes. So here is one with Lydian that is uh interesting. Oh, 1 second, I put that in.
Ah.
Okay, so previously, my trust in Lydian is immediately being tested. He seems to accept the amount of information I've given him about Wynn, but I fear he's too smart not to know there's a lot more going on, and I don't want his curiosity opened. This is an interesting one, in that at this stage it's slightly less about Lydian, but I think it will come back to being in the
No,
next
touch the
update.
November.
Oh, fuck!
No.
Sorry, damn it.
why you only play one
Uh,
character?
Yeah. Lydian respects my input in regards to Wynn. I think I've managed to use the danger in Yuma to make Lydian take him seriously as a threat without drawing his attention to the treasure. Am I becoming more like Wynn and
Oh,
Sherry? Can I keep this up, manipulating the man who commands me?
Yeah. All right. Any
Yeah,
other
that's
bonds?
a fun little meta hint at
Yeah.
something. Probably. Uh,
wow, that is confusing now.
sorry, God damn it. 1 second. Okay. Right. Yes.
Can we just call this the party of dishonesty? Because I think that's kind of like when we're naming all of it, party of the gods, party of the sea. This is just the party of dishonesty.
Party of deceit.
Yeah,
Very white mask coated party.
everyone's lying to each other, and why? It's just because that's what they kind of do. They just. I get except Nico. Nico's honest, but his honesty is like. It's not the most useful honesty in the world.
You replace Cherry with white mask. Like, wouldn't be much different.
That's not entirely fair.
You think so?
White Mask is like between Felina and Cherry.
Hmm.
Also, is this the first session in how long that we've even like had Yurima in like a scene at all?
I think we used her. We've used her in Yuma before, I think. And like that, we had some big action sequences earlier on that I'm pretty sure used her.
Yeah, do you have another bond in
Yes,
November? Or yeah, okay.
I've
with
got no, I've
Cherry.
got no more
Sorry.
bonds, by the way. I've done my
Okay,
bonds.
gotcha.
I got 6 different,
Six
ones
different
to keep
bonds.
track of. No. But like each of them have bonds with 3 other people. It's a lot for me
Okay.
to go through. Previously, Cherry is clearly extremely observant, blind or not. I'm worried about her and Wynn being in the same room. Now, Cherry's extremely similar to Wynn, but perhaps to deal with a threat like him, I need someone like her. I hate relying on someone like that.
Yeah.
And I think I actually have a new bond with Cherry,
Okay.
which is okay. 1 second, let me write this out.
I picked contagion. Just if I'm in danger, it's like pick a disease, and I'm like, I don't know diseases. So I'm like, what diseases cause weakness? And I'm just laughing at the idea of like Lydian comes under attack and he like casts, I curse you with multiple sclerosis. I cast I cast chronic fatigue syndrome.
Chronic cubicle syndrome.
Okay, so I have a new one with Cherry.
Okay.
I knew Cherry was manipulative, but I trusted that she also, at least, like me, respected the chain of command and respected Lydian. She went behind his back without telling anyone and risked his life for what she thought would be best. She thinks that she is our real leader, but is too cowardly to take outright command.
Yeah. That's crazy. All right. Very cool. Nico,
Yeah.
did you prove the value of your inventions to others?
No, I fucking tried and they
You did
didn't believe
not.
me.
No, yeah.
I mean,
Ava was like, fuck that shit.
It didn't even help when you gave it to me in the courtyard. I was like a 7 to 9.
yeah. Well, I've already proven you the value of it.
It did help me. Wait, it did help me catch the mole, but we've kind of already been over the ice
Yeah.
cannon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lydian. And you
No.
open up a new avenue for coin to flow through.
No.
No.
I mean, I made a fucking volunteer militia. That's like not. There's no money in that.
Yeah. The cherry get someone to relax, calm down, and open up to her.
Yes, Ava.
That's true. Take your XP. You can do a lot with that. November, did you push yourself to answer the Call of Duty?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Not in a physical sense, but like, in giving information on Win and advice about, how he moves and operates and things like that, and having to reveal more information that she didn't necessarily want to reveal.
Sure. Yeah, take that. Did we learn something new and important about the world?
I feel like we must have.
Well, I saw visions of their fucking god. I learned about the multiple headed lion, but then I guess I didn't really understand it.
Yeah, you didn't really
No.
comprehend what that
Yeah.
meant.
Met the sun.
Met the sun, didn't learn much. Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
we know that Ava and Jean created the Sun Touched and could hypothetically create a new one?
The Star Readers did, is what I meant to say. So the Star Readers before them created the sun. Put the
But did
sun
we
touch
know
under
that,
the
or
judgment
that-
of the sun.
I would say the fact that they could hypothetically, just those two, create a new one is important. Because especially if some people want to kill the current Sun Touched, the knowledge that, hey, if we have Jean and Ava, they could make us a new one, or make Yuma
Yeah.
a new one. I think that's important.
Okay, yeah, take an XP for that. Did we overcome a notable monster or enemy?
I survived
Jean.
The sun.
survived the sun. Is that? I don't know. Again,
I don't think you overcame it.
no, it more battered me and just let me go
Yeah.
on with things.
So no for that.
We
overcame
captured Hans. That's not his name. Jude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, that doesn't count. Did we loot a memorable treasure?
No.
No.
No. Well, I'll take an XP for playing and well game.
I looted the role of champion from someone more deserving. Yeah. Okay.
That was a good session.
Yep.
If I
Yeah.
1
Big
XP
game.
away.